Hello YouTubers, today we're going to be doing a quick oil change on this 2003 Nissan Altima. The motor is a 3.5 and let's get started. Okay, jack up your car. I open the cap to the oil. Put your jack stands in a secure solid place. Lift it up from a solid place too, right there. It's got a little hump there for the jack to sit. And on this car, the oil filter is going to be on the passenger side, right behind this wheel. And the drain plug is a 14 millimeter. Okay, we're going to get under the vehicle now. Take the rag with us. And if the car's too high, you've got a long distance to the pan, it's going to splash everywhere. You might want to use a funnel. That'll keep all that splashing to a minimum. I don't have my long funnel. I would like to have a longer one, but I can't find it. So I'm just going to go with this one. And let's unloosen the bolt. 14 millimeter. I'm using a wrench. Got it loose and I've got the funnel ready so I can make a mess. And there we go. And oil changes can be messy. Especially with me, I always make a mess. See, if I didn't have the funnel, I'd be splashing everywhere all over my face. Okay, now let it all drain out. Raise the funnel so you can see how that works. Okay, now I can remove that funnel. Just set it right there. Take off these nasty glovies and get some other ones. And voila, clean hands. Okay, it's drained enough. Take your drain plug, inspect it, make sure it's got the washer if it has one, clean it up, and clean the surface where you're gonna put it just in case there's some debris or something. And then put your drain plug back on there. Take your wrench and give it a good snug. You don't have to go super crazy. Okay, this car takes 4.4 quarts of oil, and I'm gonna go with the Wix filter. I love Wix. I did a review on it. Yeah, and came out that this beat most of the other filters. After I saw those reviews, I'm going with the Wix. But you use whatever filter you prefer, and take a little bit of a clean oil, used oil, my word, and coat the gasket so you get a good seal. And they have all kinds of wrenches to take off your filter. I've got several because I use it for different cars. I'm gonna go with this one or this one. This is my favorite. It always does the job in any vehicle. And here's the filter. You can see it right there. You know what? I think I can get it through the front. I was gonna crawl through the bottom. Okay, looks like this is gonna be the one that's gonna have to work. And guys, don't go crazy on these either. Look at that. Can't remember me putting it that tight, but maybe I did. It should just be hand tight. Okay, once you get it loose, you start loosening it with your hand and it's gonna leak. So have your catch pan ready. The thing I hate about these cars, it'll leak right on the subframe. Ooh, nasty oil. Okay, where are you at, new filter? There you are. Again, remember to put some oil on the gasket. Can be your used oil or, you know, new oil. I prefer new oil. Line it up. Get it on there. Make sure your hands are nice and dry. And then put the hurt to it. I'm just gonna hand tight, and that right there feels good. That'll work. Clean it off just to make sure it's not leaking. Once you add the oil, you can see if it's gonna leak. Clean the frame a little bit. And I did forget to wipe the area where the filter goes, so make sure you kind of just wipe it down. I mean, you shouldn't have any issues, you know. And make sure that gasket, let me show you on the old one, that gasket came off with the filter. Sometimes this gasket, I don't know if I can pull it off on this one, let me see. Yeah, this gasket will stay stuck in there and you end up putting the other filter over it and it's gonna leak. So make sure this guy comes out. And on your drain plug, make sure the washer's on there, it's not damaged, or it fell off, and then you put the plug without the washer. If it had one, put it back in there. Okay, we're done down here. And if you want, so this will help you next time you change your oil, mark it somewhere. Like I said, this takes 4.4. I'll put a 4.4, and you'll know. You can also write on there oil quarts. And if you don't want it to look too tacky by putting it up there, which I don't care, this is an old model, I won't do it on my new car. My new car, I will put it somewhere where you couldn't see it, maybe down here, or use a smaller marker and put it right on the cap, you know, and that'll help you, you know. Next time, you know, it takes 4 quarts of oil. You can even put 5, you know, 30, whatever you use if you want. That way, if somebody else does the job, you'll tell them it's on the hood what you want on it. But, you know, I do my own oil change. I'm going to go with 5W30. And let's put that in there. You might be able to get away with the 5 quarts. We'll check it after we put, I'm going to put 4.5, 4.5. Then I'll check it, and if it needs, I'll put the rest. If not, we'll save it for the next oil change. Okay, once you put your oil, you want to bring it down and have it level so you get a good reading. But first, you want to get down here and make sure you're not leaking from the drain plug or the filter itself. And everything looks good down here. It's all wet from last time, but there's no fresh leak, so let's bring it down. Okay, I put 4.5 quarts in there. And I'm going to put the top on and fire up the car for a little bit. Let that oil get into the filter so I can get an accurate reading. About 5 seconds, maybe 10. Just let that oil get into that filter. You don't want to go with the first reading, because you just turn the car on and it's going to have oil all over the dipstick. Okay, hopefully y'all can see. I went ahead and put the whole 5 quarts in there. We should be alright. Clean off the dipstick, put it in there. Take it out. Right there, you see it? It's right on the money. Flip it backwards. Right there, right on the money. So it's right there where it says full. So it'll actually take 5 quarts. And if you don't know how many quarts of oil you need, Google it. Call your parts store and they'll tell you. And since we went ahead and put the 5 quarts, let's go ahead and change that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's all there is to it. Thanks for watching. Like always, I appreciate you and God bless you.